So in tonight's game plan, I'm going to be breaking down the new key levels of interest where we are planning to trade the best setups at the best prices. I'm going to be walking you through step by step the exact levels on where I'm planning to trade. Let's get straight into it, along with the strategies on this price ladder that I'm going to be giving you. So in terms of the overall trades, I'm going to be breaking down all of the trades that we ended up making on Friday. First things first, let's get straight into the chart. So in terms of the SPY, the first strategy that I want to give you in terms of this ladder, and this is going to be potentially the top of the ladder heading into early this week, is going to be the following. The first game plan for put options to go short on the SPY is going to be towards 606. So in terms of recent trends and recent patterns, you can see right here, there was some support right here on the 30-minute chart where the SPY was consolidating for a bit towards this 608.80. Once the SPY ended off selling off all the way down to 589, and eventually it retested that previous support. For those of you who watched Thursday's game plan, I made it very clear if the SPY gaps up, if we quickly go to 608, this previous support is likely to react as a resistance, and you could try to buy put options towards that level. With that being said, we're going to use the same exact strategy, previous support to react as a resistance at a slightly lower level. So the SPY right now is currently gapping up. So if we end up going to this previous support, you can see right here, we had consolidation for about an hour towards this 606 to 606.60. That overall zone, previous support to react as a resistance level. The support cracks. Once the SPY spikes back up, try to react as a resistance, try to form new lower highs, starts to drop back down. So it's literally the same exact pattern and strategy that recently occurred at 608. And we already had a nice drop from that overall level. So if we can just quickly have that overreaction to the upside, is likely going to drop first towards that 606 to 606.60 zone. If you're seeing the SPY react as a resistance level and we're forming red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmations, you're going to want to be buying put options towards that level. So that's going to be the first level of interest where I'm planning to buy put options in terms of the overall strategy. Previous support to react as a resistance. It's the inverse of the break and retest, the breakdown and retest, right? So we're going to be looking for new lower highs to be forming at that overall level. Now, if that level reacts bullish, the next level where I would be interested in potentially buying put options, I would be waiting for a retest towards all-time highs, towards this 610 overall 50 to 609.80 zone. That would be the next level of interest, right? Now, let's get into the rest of the overall ladder. So in terms of the rest of the ladder, you can see right here, we had some previous support on the SPY at 603.50, right? Once it's decided to react as a resistance level, we started to drop to the next support level at 675. So in terms of the overall levels, man, in terms of the ladder, you know, top of the ladder, all-time highs, 610 to 609.50s. In terms of previous support to react as a resistance, put options, 606.30. In terms of the next level, 603.50. 603.50 is a make or break level. There's nothing too significant about this overall level. So if this level reacts bullish, is going to go to 606. If this level reacts bearish, is going to drop to 601, right? Now, in terms of the next level below that, it's going to be the previous closing price, 677. The SPY has been on a tear of consistency for reversing at the gaps, especially on the long side. So in terms of a key level of interest to be going long with a strategy in play, it's going to be a gap close reversal. So the SPY ends up gapping up. It's currently trying to gap up, right? If it drops back down to 677, this previous resistance right here, which has not been tested at 601.50 to 601, right? This previous resistance can potentially react as a floor instead of dropping back down to test this previous support at 600. So 677 to 601.50 is going to be a zone where if the SPY reacts bullish, we're going to be buying call options. Now, If the SPY does decide to react bearish and we're getting bearish confirmations at 640, the next level is going to be the following. The next level where the SPY will be dropping to is going to be towards this support. 597.80 is the next support level. You can see right here in terms of the extended hours trading session, there was resistance at 597.80. The SPY had a nice move to the upside, came dropping back down. Once it retested that previous resistance during the extended hours, ended up reacting as a support level. So key levels of interest to potentially be buying call options in terms of oversold levels, if you're seeing bullish reactions, are going to be the following. Previous resistance to react to support, the break and retest strategy, right? So the strategy already worked during the extended hours trading session, but once the SPY tests this level in terms of the normal trading hours, we can potentially bounce. So 597.80, and then the same exact strategy and the same pattern I just showed you ended up occurring as well at a more oversold level, which is another key level of interest to be buying call options. As you can see right here, there was resistance in the pre-market at 594.70. The SPY had a nice breakout to the upside, dropped back down. Previous resistance to react to support, the break and retest. So the next level below that is going to be 594.70, and the next level below that is going to be 591, right? 591 is another break and retest level that occurred during extended hours trading session. You had extended hours trading resistance right here, and then it ended up retesting, reacted as support, and it did also retest during normal trading hours. That's the main difference, but this is oversold. So in terms of the overall ladder, man, key support right here. The main difference with this one is it already retested during the normal trading hours, but 591. And then this is a strong level of interest to be buying call options in between this zone of 593.50, previous resistance right here, and also previous resistance right here at 594.60 has not been retested during the normal trading hours. Strong level of interest to be buying call options, right? Next level above that, with the same overall break and retest strategy, is going to be 597.80, strong level of interest to be buying call options. And then the previous closing price can potentially be a gap close reversal, right? 677. And then make or break, middle of the channel, 603.50. And then top of the channel, 606 puts. Next level above that is going to be all-time highs for puts. That is the overall ladder, right? So in terms of some of the prices to the ladder, there was no specific strategy, right? Like 603, that's more of just a make or break level. So you got to just use pure confirmations off of that. But even if there's a strategy within the price levels that I'm giving you, you have to be using confirmations. At the end of the day, if we're getting a bearish confirmation, you could attempt puts, even if it's a bullish strategy, right? That's where it gets more advanced in terms of using the overall ladder, right? But make sure you're using confirmations on this price ladder. In terms of the prices I gave you, I mean, there's a clear strategy right here, break and retest at 594.50. There's a clear strategy right here, break and retest at 597.80. There's a clear strategy right here, 601, gap close reversal. There's a clear strategy right here, 606, previous support to react as a resistance, breakdown and retest. The inverse of the breakdown and retest, where you buy puts instead of fucking calls. And then all-time high retest, look for put options, right? So I gave you the levels, and I gave you the strategies within the levels, right? So I would encourage you to use this to your advantage in terms of like, you know, the overall levels. You're going to see like there's bigger brackets on certain levels, you know? We got some big brackets. I mean, 603.50 is a big bracket level. We're looking at a 2.5 move, right? Whether it reacts bullish or bearish. You know, 594.50, we're looking at a move to 598, right? 3.5 points. So some of the overall levels are going to have small brackets. It's best to focus on the ones with the big brackets and also focus on the ones with the core strategies. But make sure you are using confirmations at these overall levels. You're going to see every single week, we're trading the simple same strategies. Breakdown and retest, right? Call options. And then in terms of another play for call options, gap close reversals. And then we also trade the inverse of that. You know, so the side for call options is the breakout and retest, right? And then gap close reversal works both ways, but in this situation, potentially call options, right? And then if there's a gap waiting to fill above, then gap close reversal for put options. And then breakdown and retest, previous support to react as a resistance, right? Put options, right? So that in a sense, I mean, that's technically three strategies, right? But there's plenty of different strategies you're gonna see. I mean, these are the main overall ones in terms of simplicity that I focus on, and I'm always going to be giving you the best levels to be trading at. This is the ladder. These are the best levels possible. Make sure you are always focused on trading these overall levels, and then you're going to see some of the levels that I give you. There's going to be strategies that you can use at the overall level where you can really start to, practice in terms of trading a specific strategy at the level instead of just trading a level with a confirmation. You can have a stack where there's a strategy and there's a key level and there's a confirmation, so you have all three, right? Make sure you're using confirmations to confirm if the level is reacting as a support or as a resistance, right? If it's reacting as bullish or if it's reacting as bearish. Use confirmations. In terms of Friday, I waited all the way down here until the first 30-minute candlestick to close green, to buy call options. I was buying these calls when SPY was under 602 and it went all the way to 604. We set profit stops. All three of my strikes on calls were wins. The SPY had a 2-point move. 2 of the strikes went in the money. The strike that didn't go in the money, the 605 strike, I literally bought it towards the exact lows. It went up a fuck ton. It's like, dude, we set profit stops. Like if you watch the overall video, the last one that I posted, the SPY didn't end up closing strong. I explained to you in terms of the end, one of the conflicts of interest was the daily chart. The daily chart was showing it could potentially close weak, right? So the SPY didn't end up closing strong, but thanks to my levels and my fucking strategy, the calls fucking banked. And I said to set fucking profit stops. Like we were buying those calls towards the exact lows in the 602s and the SPY went up 2 fucking points. It's like if you buy fucking calls and SPY goes up 2 fucking points and you don't make any fucking money, don't fucking trade. You're a lost fucking cause, man. Trading is just not for fucking you. It's like it's a 2-point fucking spike. How fucking greedy can you be? Set the fucking profit stops. Get stopped out for fucking profits, man. The play was there. We had a breakout and retest, and you guys better fucking pay attention to this because the same fucking shit is going to play out this fucking week. Losing and going red is going to be a personal fucking choice once again. There was fucking resistance in the extended fucking hours. Right here, 670. Massive move to the upside. This is an overreaction to the upside. Once we went above this 670, it was a straight fucking uptrend to 608. And then we sold the fuck back the fuck off to 677. And as you could see, there was nothing but red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmations. You could say, oh, well, there was a green 30-minute candlestick here. That was at the fucking level to buy fucking puts. Like if you're buying fucking calls up here, you deserve the fucking L. We were buying calls when this 30-minute candlestick closed fucking green. And I talk about this all the time as well. The 3 slanted to the right side, red 30-minute candlestick reversal pattern in all the fucking consolidation. This was a massive fucking W if you took it. All of the fucking consolidation towards the previous resistance to react to support. The break and retest strategy worked once again. All you had to do was wait for the fucking 30-minute green candlestick. This is resistance in the extended hours. It finally fucking retested during the normal trading hours. Before that, it had a massive move to the upside and then had a massive move to the downside. That's what you want. You want overreactions to the upside, overreactions to the downside. You watch. I'll use the same fucking strategy to fucking print at the lower levels whenever the fucking SPY decides to fucking go back down there. And the lower levels like I gave you towards that 594 fucking 50 looks fucking prime. And then 597.80 to 598, right? And then literally the previous support to react as a fucking resistance. I saw some people, they said they made 300% on put options using the breakdown and retest, the inverse of the breakout and retest. We had all this fucking consolidation and all this fucking support at 608, 608.70. And I told you, man, if the SPY quickly runs up to that 608 level and you're seeing a red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation, you're going to want to be buying fucking put options. It's going to start to sell off. And then once we got that green trend reversal 30-minute candlestick, the SPY went up for an hour straight. It went from 601.30 to 604. If you didn't fucking bank off of that fucking play and set the fucking profit stops, it's like, dude, you're fucking lost, man. Losing is a personal fucking choice. I bought the fucking calls for the perfect fucking trend reversal, and I was completely against the overall fucking trend, but the timing was spot on. And as I was buying more and more strikes, the timing just kept on getting better, and the entries just kept on getting better. and the play's fucking banked as long as you set the fucking profit stops. And I make it very clear all the fucking time. When you are up 15 fucking percent, set the fucking profit stops. So the beauty of day trading is it doesn't fucking matter if SPY closes fucking strong or if SPY closes fucking weak. What the fuck does it matter? We get profit the fucking stopped out. It's like, dude, people really have to learn how to trade. Like, if you can't figure out how to make money when the 30-minute candle flips green at the best fucking level and SPY goes from 601 to 604, that's a home fucking run in my book. So with that being said, I mean, those are the main plays that I ended up making. For those of you, I mean, if you watch the fucking video, it's pretty obvious what the fuck I was doing. Trend reversal candlestick, breaking fucking retest. Like, yeah, I was wanting a fucking strong close, but the market didn't give it to me. So you get profit the fucking stopped out. It's like, it's common fucking sense, dude. If we're on a 3-point fucking run up and you don't have a profit fucking stop, don't fucking trade. All these fucking losers with their stop losses, they make no fucking sense. So anyways, in terms of all the massive fucking wins inside of Team Roar, I just wanna quickly go over it, man. It's just with so much fucking massive fucking winning. It's just unlimited fucking winning, unlimited fucking printing over here, man. Right? So, this is what we do inside of Team Roar. You're gonna see this is a real-time zero-date options train alert system with updated key levels, where to go long, where to go short, pre-market game plan, right? And I'm not going to be going all over all this, right? Risk management 101 in terms of setting profit stops, right? So basically, 98% of traders lose money because they don't set profit stops. They set stop losses and then they quickly sell for small wins. They do the complete opposite of what we're doing. That's why they fucking lose. But anyways, man, in terms of the fucking trades, you're going to see it's just unlimited fucking winning. It's non-fucking stop winning. It's unlimited fucking printing. So we ended up buying 609 SPY calls for 55 cents a contract at 9:31 a.m. So calls at market open went from 55 cents to 69 cents very, very quickly. And then after that, they quickly went to 75 cents. So in terms of calls, fucking 55 cents to 75 cents is a win. That's a 20-cent increase in premiums, and you set the fucking profit stops when you're up 15 fucking percent, right? Losing's a personal fucking choice if you're green and you set a fucking profit stop. It's like, oh, I'm playing for a strong close. What if the market doesn't close strong? Are you going to get stopped out for profits, or are you going to hold your fucking loss? Like, it's like, are you going to fucking hold the trade and have it go green to red? It's common sense, man. Common sense is so uncommon nowadays. But anyways, in terms of the next fucking trade, 9:40 a.m., we ended up having 387.50 Tesla calls for 63 cents a contract. So these Tesla calls at 63 cents a contract at 9:40 a fucking m, they ended up quickly going all the way, you're going to see right here, man, look at this, all the way to 107 cents. Tesla calls up 45 cents, SPY calls up 24 cents. You set the profit stops when you're up 15% plus. So you're already starting the day off green with 2 wins in a row. And then in terms of the third trade, as you can see, we trade both fucking ways, not just fucking calls, but also fucking puts. 604 SPY puts for 62 cents. They quickly went to 100 cents within a fucking minute. They went from 62 to 100. And then a minute after that, 603 SPY puts for 55 cents. And these went from 55 cents all the way to fucking 140 cents. And the other fucking strike went to fucking 107. Both of the fucking trades, man. 604 puts up 82 cents. 603 puts up 53 cents. That is 4 wins in a row within 37 minutes. Who the fuck do you know is buying cheap, low risk, far out of the money option contracts, alerting everything it is they're doing in real fucking time, going 4 for 4 within the first 37 fucking minutes, man? That's unlimited fucking winning. That's unlimited fucking printing. And then you could see, man, breaking down the full fucking plays, the full fucking recaps. So you get the point. When you have one big win, when you start off the day with one big win, or if you start off the day with 2 small wins, right? You risk 25 to 50% of your profits. If you decide to keep on trading, you risk 25 to 50%. If you hit your max risk, you call it for the day, because we do not go green to red, right? So it doesn't matter if we had some L's, in terms of later on today, it doesn't fucking matter, because we started off the day with 4 fucking wins. And then I alerted calls. My first 3 trades on calls were all fucking wins. And every single time I bought a new strike, the trades kept on getting better. I told you, man, the more we trade, we tend to get overall better, right? But I had my 3 wins on calls, and then after that, it was just meh. It was nothing too fucking crazy. It was pretty meh after that. But like I said, if you start off the day with fucking G-War had 4 wins in a row, I had 3 wins in a row in terms of my first overall trades. I mean, that's 7 overall fucking trades. It's like losing is a personal fucking choice, no matter what the fuck happens after that, right? Part of the system is to trade from the get-go. Is to literally trade the morning session. It's like, if you're not trading the morning session, you're not trading the full system, right? Because if we go red in the morning, we'll make it back up during the power hour trading session. if not the middle of the day, right? And if we go green in the morning, then you risk 25 to 50% of your overall gains. It's an overall system designed where we're going to go green at some point throughout the day, and we're going to be more than green enough to call it for the day. And then if you choose to stop fucking trading, then if you choose to keep on trading when you're already green, you risk 25 to 50% of your overall gains, right? So that is going to be tonight's overall lesson. For those of you who are serious about trading alongside with us, it's going to be the first link down below within the description. You gain access to a real-time zero-day options trading alert system. You also gain access to our community, right? So it's the first link down below the description if you would like to trade zero-day far out of the money option contracts alongside us. It's unlimited fucking winning. It's unlimited fucking printing, non-fucking stop, right? You get access to our trades. It's the first link down below within the description. We trade cheap, low risk, far out of the money option contracts. We're known for selling them deep in the money for the biggest percentage gains. To give you some background to the overall system, it's not just buy and sell alerts. This is a system designed to strategically make other people money and to help you strategically trade and learn alongside us. So in terms of some background to the system, we set profit stops when we are green. When we are up 15% on a trade, we set the profit stop. You get stopped out for profits. We leave runners and we hold runners to sell deep in the money for the biggest percentage gains, right? In terms of losses, we don't use stop losses. If the trade goes down 50% plus, we hold the trade. We have the entire day for that trade to either go green or to go in the money. The trades can go green before they go in the money, right? So as long as the trade goes green and we're up 15% plus, we set the profit stop and we win. Now, if the trade never goes green, then we lose and the trade expires worthless and it goes to zero. In that particular situation, we are sizing in our entire position size as our max risk per trade as 1R multiple. Could be a couple percent of your account, right? One of the ways that we increase our winnings is by buying a second strike. When we are down 50% plus on a play, instead of adding to a loser, we buy a second strike. If we see a trade where we're going to be right about the overall trend, we'll buy 2 strikes. As long as we're right about the trend, both of the trades will work, but the second trade will have much bigger gains because it tends to be timed perfectly along with a closer strike, right? So in that particular situation, when we're in a dead play, we don't add to losers. We tend to buy a second strike. And as long as we're right about the trend, both the trades work, but the second one has much bigger gains, right? And then another way we increase our winning is by adding to winners. When we are up a little bit, 5, 10, 20%, small percentage gains for us because we make the biggest percentage gains within the market, we add to winners. We add to winners to increase the wins. Once we add to that winner, set the profit stop, move the profit stop up higher as the trade works in your favor to ensure that if the market has a big move against your trade, you get to keep the bulk of your profits instead of giving back the vast majority just to stay green. That's some background to the overall system. Now, for those of you who are serious about trading alongside us, is going to be the first link down below within the overall description, man. We have many, many members. We have hundreds of members who've been with us from the start, literally over 16 plus months. But you're going to see, man, we have so many fucking people who are printing non-fucking stop. $500 a day, $1,000 a day. Look at this, man. He just had his biggest week, $7,159. That's a live Webull account, man. $7,000, man. It's fucking crazy. He could literally stay here for the next 4 fucking years. Like, man, it's a fucking steal to be a part of this fucking group, and it's the best investment you can possibly make if you're serious about trading alongside a secured private organization who has over a decade in experience trading far out of the money option contracts. You get to learn and trade alongside us. G-Roar, he's a multi-millionaire as well. And you're going to see, man, it's unlimited fucking winning. It's unlimited fucking printing. Non-fucking stop, man. So, is the first link down below within the description. I can absolutely assure you we are going to crush it heading into this week, man. The market is setting up for a phenomenal move to be trading both ways here. We're going to absolutely fucking crush it, man. Use the levels. Use the confirmations. If you're serious about trading alongside with us, gaining access to a real-time zero-day options trading alert system, gaining access to our secure private organization, it's going to be the first link down below within the description.